All across the country, music, marches, and conversations are taking place, paying tribute to civil rights leader Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. This holiday marking what would have been his 93rd birthday. Thanks for joining us here at 6 o'clock. I'm Randy Meyer.
And I'm Kelsey Carlson. MLK dedicated his life to racial equity and social change. He was just 39 when he was assassinated in 1968.
And on this MLK Day, Minnesota's black police chiefs came together for a conversation about the rise in violent crime and the state of policing.
And political reporter Theo Keith joining us. And so, Theo, these chiefs do have a unique perspective. So what are their suggestions?
Kelsey, Randy, the chiefs are calling for a renewed focus on recruiting to their ranks, changing the narrative around police, and a broader conversation about what's causing this increase in violent crime.
It is not hard to get Minnesota's black police chiefs together. There are soon to be only 3. They're on the front lines during a turbulent period in Minnesota history. Murders hit records in the Twin Cities last year. Statewide drug overdoses doubled in a 2-year period, and traffic deaths are up 37% over that time.
How do we get our children back under control? How do we as a community, and it's not just the Twin Cities, that's a conversation that I need to have in Duluth, and I need to have it in Rochester, and I need to have it on the reservations and all across the state.
When I read my shift logs and see that a 12-year-old punched his mother in the face because she took his phone. What? Are you kidding?
St. Cloud's Blair Anderson, Egan's Roger New, and State Public Safety Commissioner John Harrington have some prescriptions.
We have to make it okay to do policing in the community. We have to support our police. We have to make it okay for folks to go out and do their job. Because I would agree with Chief Anderson. You have people that are walking around on eggshells right now.
They say many police calls require mental health responders and are calling on policymakers to fund that side of the response.
It's just difficult to grow and expand those programs when you're living and dying by whether or not you get a grant.
Across Minnesota, police ranks are thinning. At the legislature, there is early support in both parties for sign-on and retention bonuses.
And we have to change the narrative that public service, and in particular, public safety public service, is an honorable and a desirable place to go and work.
As mentioned, the number of black police chiefs is dwindling. Metro Transit Chief Eddie Frizzell is up for U.S. Marshal, and Minneapolis's first black chief, Madera Arredondo, spent his last day in office over the weekend. State public safety officials say Minnesota has fewer than 200 black cops among 11,000 sworn rank-and-file officers statewide.